Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about basically is it doesn't really have anything to do with exercising or anything like that. It's basically letting you know what to expect from this particular channel. And on this channel, I personally don't advocate any kind of drug use. I'm natural, and that's the way I like to work out because that's the safest way to build your body up. So natural is the way to go. And when I say natural, I mean natural. I mean, I get all of my food from real food. I really don't advocate weight gainers, protein shakes, things of that nature. I try to pretty much get everything from my everyday food. And I try to eat at least 3 times a day. These days, I'm not really concerned about size, excessive size. I just like to stay in decent shape. And that's pretty much what I really talk about is an individual staying in decent shape. But with the things that I do tell you, you are able to build your body up as large as you can get it as far as natural is concerned. Now, if you want to use drugs, that's on you. That's up to you. But you have to realize that those guys that are using drugs, they are basically, it costs real money to have those huge bodies. Also, on the thumbnails, I don't Photoshop thumbnails. Most of them Photoshop the thumbnails to try to get them an impression of being more ripped than they really are. You know, all of that is just gimmicks. It's just gimmicks to get you to buy into what they're trying to sell. And to be honest with you, a lot of people do that. You know, that's not the type of thing that I'm really into. I'm just into try to tell you how I maintain and try to stay in decent shape. And that's pretty much it. You know, mine's is the basics. All the rest of that stuff, when it come down to drug use, that's something that you have to get from another channel because it's like I said, I don't advocate that. But that's what you can expect from this channel. I try to be as honest as I can with everything that I do here. And I wouldn't want to tell you nothing that's going to cause you to hurt yourself trying to emulate something that, you know, perhaps maybe I'm not even doing. I'm just telling you that, you know, to hype up a channel or whatever. Mine is straight to the point. You know, it's just like my talking to a friend of mine, you know, that would probably work out with me. That's how I treat y'all. So I try to be as honest as I can. You know, back in the days, I was into the real heavy weights and heavy poundages. And, you know, I got a lot of injuries from lifting that kind of weight, you know, as I got a little older. But it really don't take a lot. It took me a while to try to figure out what to do, how to do it, and things of that nature. Because I used to look at all the magazines and things like that, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and all of the old bodybuilders, Lee Haney, and all of those guys are enhanced. Whether you want to believe it or not, all of them are enhanced. Because if you look at their bodies at certain times of the year, they appear to look smoother and smaller. They're not as large as they are during competition time. Or you can take your body weight and compare it against their body weight, you know, and they look a lot larger than you are. You know, that's because of the drugs that they're using. And believe it or not, that's short-lived type stuff. You know, you can't have that body that they are producing forever. If your money run out, you lose your body. You know, If you get sick for an extended period of time, you're gonna lose your body faster than you would if you was natural. That's facts. All of this stuff is facts. And at the same time, you know, who, maybe you want to do it, I don't know. Who want to be injecting their behind with needles, you know, every so many days to try to maintain a body, or taking this kind of pill, that kind of pill, you know, every so many days, and overworking your liver and stuff like that. That's just something I just never was interested in, and it's not. My health is more important than using some type of drug to develop a imaginary body. You know, I mean, if you want that type of life, then you know, that's your choice. That's something you have to choose for yourself. And I choose to not do that kind of stuff. Genetically, I know I can go a lot further than I can naturally with drugs. I know I can, you know. I can actually go a lot further naturally than I am now. But I'm not interested in all of the excess that it takes to move to certain levels of fitness. Basic fitness is all I'm talking about here. That's basics. And once you learn the basics, you can take that information and do what you want to with it. You know, build the type of body that you want. But know that if you're going natural, you can't do all the stuff that you read in the magazines, because I thought that you could. And I actually did more harm to myself than I did good. And that's not a good thing. And that's what I'm trying to prevent you all from doing. You know, trying to copy the magazines, trying to copy people that are using drugs, these crazy fad diets, when all that stuff is not necessary to actually build your body up. You know, it's not necessary. All these crazy diets they want you to go on, and you know, I've done all that stuff. I've done all that, you know, and in my opinion, especially as I've gotten older, I found out it's not worth it. But that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Thanks for watching my channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.